Forget everything you think you know about pet ownership for seniors, because in 2026, companionship is about to change. Picture this: one hand on the warm fur of a real dog, and another hand resting on something that looks and responds like a pet, but isn't alive. And here's the question I want you to hold until the very end. If something eases your loneliness, but it's not real, can it still be a best friend? Today, I'm going to give you 3 things very clearly. First, why pets help seniors in ways medicine sometimes can't. Second, the honest truth about the risks and responsibilities people don't talk about, not to scare you, but to protect you and the animal you love. And third, what robotic pets can truly do in 2026, what they cannot, and how to choose wisely without regret, guilt, or pressure. So, whether you're 60, 70, 80, living alone, widowed, or simply craving more warmth in your days, stay with me. Because this isn't just about technology, it's about dignity. Chapter 1. The Silent Epidemic, Loneliness, and Why Pets Work. Let's start with something many people still misunderstand. Loneliness is not just an emotion, it becomes a biological stress. When you feel chronically alone, your body can stay in a low-grade alert mode. Sleep becomes lighter, appetite changes, motivation fades, you move less, you see fewer people, and slowly, quietly, health begins to shrink. Not because you're weak, but because your nervous system is tired of carrying silence. I've met countless older adults who weren't lacking intelligence, weren't lacking money. They were lacking one thing: a reason to get up that felt alive. And that's why pets can feel like a miracle. A good pet does 3 powerful things for a senior. Number 1, it restores rhythm. Because when a pet needs breakfast, you have a morning. When a pet needs a walk, you have a reason to stand up and move. When a pet curls beside you at night, you have a calmer ending. Number 2, it calms the body through touch. A warm presence, a soft breathing sound, a gentle nudge. It signals safety to the nervous system, and that can reduce stress in a way words sometimes can't. And number 3, it becomes a bridge back to the world. You step outside, you smile at a neighbor, you say, "He's friendly," and suddenly you're not invisible. That's not small, that is medicine. But now, we reach the part that almost nobody talks about. These benefits are real, yes, but so are the responsibilities. Because a pet doesn't just give love, a pet also needs care when life gets hard. And here is the core dilemma. How do we keep the companionship while ensuring humane care, especially if a senior's health declines, mobility changes, or finances tighten? That question is exactly where the robot pet conversation begins. Chapter 2. Ethical Crossroads When Pet Love Meets Reality. Let's be honest, gently. Not every pet is safe for every senior, and admitting your limits is not weakness, it is wisdom. We have to consider real-world risks: fall risk from pulling on a leash, bending down too often, allergies or asthma, costs of food and veterinary care, and the most important question of all: what happens if you get sick for a week, or hospitalized, or your arthritis flares? A good choice reduces stress. It doesn't create a second job. So if you want a real pet after 60, I recommend a simple plan: 3 layers. Layer 1, one backup person, a family member, friend, neighbor, someone who can step in short term. Layer 2, a temporary care option, Many communities have pet foster networks, rescue groups, or senior-friendly adoption programs that offer help. Layer 3, a small financial buffer and a contact list. Not complicated, just a note in your phone, who to call, what the pet needs, where the vet is. Because love without a plan can accidentally become cruelty, even when your heart is pure. Now here's the turning point. Some seniors hear all of that and think, "Doctor, I want companionship, but I don't want to risk an animal suffering because of me." And that is a deeply moral thought. Which is why technology is stepping in and saying, what if we could give you the comfort of a pet without the risk? That sounds beautiful, but we have to ask, is it comfort or is it an illusion? Chapter 3. Robotic Companions, the Rise of AI in Senior Care. Robotic companions aren't science fiction anymore. Some are designed to look like a small animal, soft, responsive, able to react to your voice and touch. You stroke it, it responds. It makes gentle sounds. It notices you. And for someone who's been alone a long time, that can feel like a warm light turning on in the room. I've seen seniors soften in their face, shoulders drop, breathing slow, because something finally answered them. That emotional effect is real. But now we must be careful, because there are two truths that can exist at the same time. Truth 1, if a robotic pet helps you sleep, lowers anxiety, and brings calm, that benefit is real. Truth 2, if it replaces human contact completely or becomes a reason family visits less, then it can quietly deepen isolation. So the ethical question isn't, is a robot pet good or bad? The real question is, what role is it playing in your life? Is it a bridge or a substitute? Because you don't just need something that reacts, you need meaning. Let me make this practical. A robotic pet may be a wonderful option if you have allergies, your building doesn't allow pets, you have limited mobility, you're grieving and need gentle comfort, you're not ready for full responsibility, or you want companionship without unpredictable vet emergencies. But I want you to pause if you notice yourself withdrawing from people more. You're using it to avoid grief instead of processing it. Or family members start saying, "At least you have the robot now." My friend, a robot pet should never become a reason you are neglected. It should be a tool that protects your well-being, not a replacement for your humanity. Chapter 4. Beyond the Home. Tech for humane pet care. Tele-vet, care without heavy travel. Now here's where technology becomes truly helpful, especially for seniors who do have real pets. Tele-veterinary services are expanding. That means a video call can answer questions like, is this rash serious? Is this cough urgent? Is my pet eating enough? For a senior who doesn't drive at night or who struggles with stairs, this can reduce stress dramatically. It turns a scary unknown into a calm plan. We're also seeing pet wearables, like a simple collar device that tracks activity, rest, and sometimes unusual patterns. Think of it like an early warning system. If your dog suddenly becomes far less active, or your cat's patterns change, you may catch a problem earlier. And here's the beautiful part. It helps seniors provide excellent care, even with limited mobility. The goal isn't to turn life into data. The goal is to reduce emergencies and reduce worry. But I must give you one warning for 2026 and beyond. When you connect cameras, microphones, wearables, and health apps, you create data. And where there is data, there can be scams. So here are 3 simple rules I recommend. Rule 1. Use reputable brands and keep updates on. Rule 2. Don't give an app more access than it needs, especially camera and microphone. Rule 3. Be cautious of too good to be true pet tech offers, especially ads that pressure you to buy fast. Your safety matters as much as your comfort. Chapter 5. The Future of Connection. Dignity, Pets, and Tech. Here's my belief after decades in geriatric care. The best future is not robot pets replacing real pets. The best future is an ecosystem where seniors have support, pets have humane care, and technology prevents crisis before it happens. In that world, a senior never has to choose between companionship and responsibility because they have a plan and a network. That is dignity. So let me give you a simple framework you can use today. Tier 1. Real pet ownership. If you have the mobility, the budget, and a backup plan. Tier 2. Assisted pet ownership. Real pet plus help from family or community plus smart tech to reduce strain. Tier 3. Robotic companionship. When the risks of real pet care are too high, but your heart still needs warmth, routine, and presence. And my friend, Tier 3 is not lesser. It can be a wise, compassionate choice, because the goal is not proving anything. The goal is living well. Now I want to speak not only to seniors, but to families watching. If you want an older adult to thrive, don't just say, get a pet. Help them create the plan. Offer a backup. Offer a visit. Offer a little support. Because when companionship is supported, it becomes healing, not risky. And I want to hear from you. In the comments, type one of 3 words: real pet, robot pet, or not sure yet. No explanations needed, just choose the one that feels true today. And remember this, the goal is not having a pet. The goal is restoring warmth, rhythm, and connection. In 2026, technology may change what companionship looks like, but it should never change what companionship means. You deserve a life that feels human. And you are not alone, not here. If you want more calm, practical guidance for life after 60, subscribe and stay close. And until next time, be gentle with your heart. If you enjoy this video, then there's a good chance you will also like this one. Go ahead and watch it now. Thank you.